Finding the right partner is very important. It's almost like finding the right wife or husband in life. It's a very difficult decision to make. And, I look for a lot of things in a partner. I look for somebody that has complementary skills to myself. I'm entrepreneurial and I'm an idea guy. So I look for someone that has operations and some of the, the day-to-day financial and operational side of the business to complement my strengths. Also, having somebody that has the capabilities of being able to bring some financing to the table is also very important, or some connections. In one of my companies, I hired the president of my company was a former bank president, and he brought millions of dollars of financing to the table. So through his connections. So I was the idea guy, he was the money guy. And he actually had a lot of good operations also. So those complementary skills, and if it involves financing, that can be a really big plus in a partnership. If I could have invented one product, I have to say it would have been the George Foreman grill. And the reason being is that's probably one of the most successful products that's been out there in the direct response business. It's sold over 100 million grills, which is billions of dollars in sales. And the funny thing is, it's just a cooker for hamburgers, okay? So, I mean, it isn't, that much of an unbelievable product. So what's exciting about that is you don't have to have something that is so revolutionary to do billions of dollars in sales. So I think that would have been very cool to say, I did the George Foreman grill. But the Snuggie is probably number 2 because that's a blanket with arms, and that did $400 million. So, I mean, and again, it's what's so fancy about that? So I think maybe my theme about great products are things that really aren't really that necessarily way out there. I'm not, talking about, some kind of futuristic internet device that's going to make things go millions of times faster than something else. A basic grill to cook hamburgers and a basic blanket with arms are a couple of cool items that I would have loved to put my name on it. And I unfortunately didn't invent either one of those. But, there was billions of dollars sold between those two products. When I invest in a new product, I've got a checklist, and there's really 10 points on my checklist, and I'm not going to give all 10 away in today's interview, but I look for something, number one, that's mass market. I want to reach the masses. Most importantly, I probably look for something that solves a problem. That's always good, is a problem solver. Number 3, is it unique and unique enough such that there's nothing in the market that already solves the problem in a similar fashion? That's kind of interesting and important. A lot of people come to me with items that, it's unique, but I say, but you can go to Walmart and you can solve that problem in a similar way. So if it's unique, but there's nothing else that solves that problem in that same fashion, that's what I look for. A fourth one is, if it can be done, can you achieve some kind of a magical transformation with that product? Whether it be a fitness product where you're going to get that 6-pack, or an acne product where you're going to have, bad acne to, very clear skin, or whatever it might be, magical transformation sells. Weight loss. I'll never forget the Richard Simmons weight loss program where Richard was sitting with a woman that was 300 plus pounds, and she was crying because she couldn't even ride a bicycle. And then 8 months later, there she was smiling. She looked beautiful. She lost 150 pounds, and she was riding a bike and playing with her kids. That was a magical transformation, kind of like the Biggest Loser show. So I love magical transformations and problem solvers for the mass market with unique products. Those are my top things I look for. I love to use celebrities for infomercials and home shopping. In many cases, a product won't even be successful unless you do have a celebrity. When you think about some of the skincare shows, the Cindy Crawford show and Victoria Principal and shows like that, beauty is very powerful with celebrities. Weight loss is very powerful with celebrities. When you think about Nutrisystem and Dan Marino and some of the celebrities that they've used over the years, celebrities do sell. I also will tell you that sometimes a celebrity doesn't work, and I always think back to some of those times when celebrities didn't work, and if they didn't have an emotional attachment to the product, a lot of times the celebrity didn't work. For example, we used Joan Collins once on a project, and Joan didn't really get involved in the product, didn't use the product. She thought she was just there to host the show, but she wasn't going to endorse the product, and that was a big disaster because it was a skincare product, and she says, no, I'm not going to put my name on this. We found out the day of the shoot, and she basically said, I'm here to host the show, but I'm not endorsing this product. So that was a big disconnect for us, and was not a successful project to have Joan Collins involved in that project. So I think it's important when you're using celebrities, make sure they have an emotional attachment and make sure that they use the product and they're happy with the product and they are also a satisfied customer. But in general, celebrities can be very powerful, and I think it's a great idea to use celebrities if they're used properly.